You're watching Let's Chat.
I am here today with my great friend, Dr. Sean Jones of Chattanooga Wellness Center. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it very much.
So you specialize in neuropathy and you have a new book coming out. Tell me about this new book.
I'm really excited about it because my book, Going, Gone, Neuropathy Can Be Healed Forever. And the reason why is, first off, I couldn't find a good book to give patients on neuropathy. And then somebody sent me a thing saying, hey, you can use my book and put your name on it and pay me for it. And I said, well, why? It's not going to be correct. So I went ahead and did the research, and I've written my own book on exactly how we have a 98% success rate healing neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Neuropathy is where people have a lot of degeneration of the nerves, usually in the extremities, hands or feet or both. And so you get numbness, burning, tingling, pain, balance issues is the problem as it progresses. And so what happens is people start to not want to go out because they can't feel their feet. They start to stumble. They have other injuries. They could even, get strokes or hit their head and stuff if it gets bad enough. So we try to take it and reverse neuropathy as best we can. And we have a program that's proven it's got a 98% success rate with it, which is extremely high because we do what people need to get well.
What is that program? What does the treatment look like?
Of course, laser is a cool instrument. This is a powerful K laser. It's a 25-watt laser. All laser does four things: decreases pain, decreases swelling, increases blood flow, and it super heals tissue. By that, what I mean is the mitochondria of your cells, that's the powerhouses. When laser light hits it, they do the Krebs cycle. When laser hits it, it goes exponentially faster.
Wow.
My twin brother cut his wrist. I won't go into the details, but the surgeon said it'd be 5 months before he moved his fingers because he cut everything falling through some glass.
Oh.
And we lasered him for 30 minutes twice a day through the cast, and in 10 days, all 5 fingers started moving, not 5 months.
Fantastic.
So things heal faster with this. And then we use shockwave. And the shockwave machine takes powerful sound impulses, and it sends those impulses into the feet or hands and adjacent tissues like the ankle or the forearm. And it busts up adhesions so that it tears it down so it can be rebuilt. So what we do in our office is we always, on the days we do shockwave, we follow up with laser right afterwards. So it's a 1-2 punch. We tear it down and we start rebuilding it super fast. And that's a lot of there's more than that into the program, but that's why we get such great results, is using laser and shockwave together.
What are some of the causes of neuropathy?
Well, the number one cause now is chemotherapy. You beat cancer, and now you've got neuropathy. That's
true.
why one of the equipment we sent home called a Rebuilder was developed by Cancer Centers of America. And so we send that home if it's severe enough to warrant the expense for equipment. The other thing we send home a lot of times is a red light therapy. Red light therapy, it's LED light you wrap your feet with twice a day in between treatments with the K laser. Now that's important, but you gotta understand, it seems like everybody and his mother says they treat neuropathy nowadays. What I find is what we send home with patients, that's what other chiropractors and other PTs are using to treat in the office. My rule of thumb is do at home what you can do, pay me to do what you can't do at home, and save the money on the other stuff. So we send the red light home with you. You own it the rest of your life, so you treat it home, and then we treat you in here with what you can't afford to do. And that way, working together, we get that 98% success rate with it.
Great. Well, tell us about your book. I love the title.
Well, the book is awesome because the author's cute, but look, I did a lot of research from one of the doctors at Cancer Centers of America wrote his own book on neuropathy, kind of selling rebuilders. And so I got a lot of information from that, did a lot of research, and of course our experience for the last 5 years getting hundreds of people better with neuropathy, it's so satisfying to see them get better. So in the book I talk about this. Number one, no doctor heals you. You know that, right? Only God heals you. What we do is put energy in the body, we get things in motion, and the body does its own healing. And so we talk about that. I don't take any credit for healing. The patient heals itself. No doctor can heal you anyway. And so we go through and do this with the book, and I go through and explain it all. And I try to put a little humor in there and some funny stories and true stories about patients and how they respond. And when somebody finishes a program with us, the rest of their life they can come in for $60 and get a full in-office treatment anytime they need it.
Right.
For just $60, they're going to get $300-400 worth of care because they've already spent the time, effort, and money to get well. I want them to stay well.
So how can we find you?
Well, you can give us a call on our phone, 790-5000 for Cleveland, or for Chattanooga, 643-2277. But you also can go to neuropathyhealed.com is my office website. You can go to find more information. It's only $49 to come in and get a complete evaluation and a full treatment and see how well it works for you. It's a no-brainer. Come in and check it out for yourself, and then we'll go over the results in your second visit and see what kind of care you need.
Fantastic information. Thank you so much for coming on, Dr. Jones.